Howdy, howdy everyone. Welcome to Rostov-on-Don. And my name is Konstantin. I would like to take you along for a walk in the capital of the southern Russia, Rostov-on-Don. Glad you could make it today. I'm taking you to the very heart of the city, a pretty cool place called Gorky Park. Surprise, surprise. That's not the only place. I'm gonna walk around Gorky Park, show you around, and then take you around central part of the city, and then hopefully you will like it. Reese, hello, our usual suspects, hello. Reese greets me with a super chat. Thank you so much. Great to see you. Hello from Canada, Mr. Popular. Looking forward to another carefree stream for you. This Saturday's streams are a real treat for me. I'm sure everyone here agree with me. Thank you so much, Reese. Natasha is not with me today, and but nothing serious. Just stomach ache. Hello from Lithuania. Sweltering Glendale, California. Here you go. Donna, Dirk, IKDA, Bruce, thank you so much for giving me 5x5. This is Rostov Gorky Park. Looks like you can see and hear me well. I hope there will be no buffering today. The weather is absolutely perfect. About 74 degrees Fahrenheit, 20, something like that. Well, shall we? So, not at all. Rust, but today, I don't know, like heat. Used to it. Cool day. Let me. There you go. Howdy, howdy. Oh, sun is beaming right into my face. There you go. Great to see everyone. I'm so used to walking around on Saturday, walk alone by myself. Let me tell you a little bit about the place where I am right now. It's Rostov. It's considered one of the landmarks, if not the biggest landmark. It's actually, this is not the first time I'm to Gorky Park. I did that about a year ago in July of 2021, but that was completely different circumstances. All I did were days. It was just like a walking tour live stream every time. Lorna, some of you perhaps remember too. Everything was normal, and I was just having fun. This time, fun. As for unplugging from the period in Russia, and have been going on for the buffering badly. Okay. Very choppy. Welcome to tomorrow. I am 5. This music would drive me crazy enough if I was to listen to it all the time. Choppy and freezing up. Okay. How about now? Is it any better? Lorna, please let me know when it gets better. Better, okay, that must have been area with the beds. This is a place where rides for little kiddie rides are. Believe it or not, but I remember coming to this particular place when I was like 4 years old. My dad would take me on that cable car ride, electric car. Wow, you know, that was a long time ago. I'm walking and talking, so please don't get upset if I miss your comment or two, because it's difficult to walk and concentrate on you know, screen, telephone screen. I kid you not, this was the place where my mom and dad take me when I was little, preschool. And every time a car would get bumped, well, it's a bumpy car, right? And I would bite my tongue or bite my lip, and it would be blood, and my mom would start freaking out. I remember a few instances like that. Well, that was another life. These are all new rides. The old ones are the bumper, the cable car right there, and the Ferris wheel. I'm gonna take you to the Ferris wheel. Perhaps I should ride one. It's not like the one last week, but it's an open one and much, much smaller. It's still pretty tall. This Ferris wheel, I also remember. I begged my mom and dad to take me on that thing, but they kept saying, "Oh, you are too young, you know, we're afraid to go with you." And then about 4 or 5 years old of age, they started taking me there. How warm is it? It's perfect. It's 72 Fahrenheit, 21 Celsius. Biting your lip on bumper cars, asking for trouble. Yes. Lisa Kumrian, everyone from California. Saturday morning, lovely time. I was gonna take you through a main walk, but it seems like it buffers badly there. So I'm gonna take you around. Still the same. I still remember it like this. Round and round we go in circles. I thought I could cut right through here, but Gorky Park of Rostov is actually a tiny, tiny place. Commercials are going on. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I turned them off. There's no way I can turn off commercials during the stream. I will turn them off after the stream. Anyone getting commercials, close stream and come back. Hello from Romania. What time is it over here? It's almost 7 p.m. here. Saturday evening. Perfect. Perfect weather. Perfect day to go out. Restaurant. It's a fantastic location, but the music here is awful every time I come here. Look how beautiful this place is. Perfect place to sit down and spend, Saturday afternoon. They have a fountain view. And when it gets dark, they turn on different LED lights, LED lights, and this place looks even better. Oh, I see. Thank you, Lorna. Getting commercials because we lose feed. Very strange. My signal here is no buffering. Nothing like that. And can you guess what this place is? This is Rostov's Observatory. There's actually a large telescope right there. This thing turns around. I visited a couple times when I was a kid. That's a pretty cool place. They let you look at the, sunspots. Maybe that's why I have such a bad eyesight, because they let me look at the sun. This music is, something's going on. I think this music is so horrible. YouTube not even give me a copyright strike. This is like a disco for, My friends, I haven't seen anything like this. Any time in my life. А что это такое? Подскажи. Ну нет, не снимаю, так хожу. А что это? Клуб танцев. Я не танцую, спасибо. This is a dance club for older people. This is cool. Just this bad reception area. Be in a now, folks, I haven't seen anything like this, and this is pretty cool. Bad transmission due to a weak signal. It's crazy, but you don't see any fights anywhere. Although there are many drunk people around, many young people, but no fighting. Yeah, I know, this is area with bad signal or perhaps too many people. Why do they paint the trees white? You know, I should name the next stream, why do they paint trees white? If someone's gonna ask me this question one more time, I think I'm gonna drop dead. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Look. The Grand Street that runs through the very center of the city is called Grand Garden Street, and this is Gorky Park, full of people of all kinds of walks, from local boys. And that right there is the dark spot where buffering happens. The worst buffering in Rostov over there. Don't really know why. That place is cursed, by the way. To any streamer on YouTube who goes there, disappears. Yeah, it's right there, I'm telling you. Buddy, listening to the wind of change, well, different kind of change, you know. Used to be a positive change, but this change that I am hearing and you're hearing with me is, I'm yet to make it, to decide on what kind of change this is happening. When this is Gorky Park. Anyway, Gorky Park is tiny. I took you to Moscow's Gorky Park. That's grand, huge place. This one, I think it's quarter of a mile or something like that. And there are two areas. To the left, I was at the very end of the park to the right. And also, there is area with bunch of trees and bushes to the left. And that's pretty much it. This certainly is not the place to come and spend the entire day or for the rides and stuff like that. Just a couple kiosks. That's it. Much anywhere. And this is where I'm gonna take. I will see if I can get in. Pretty famous place, kind of an icon. You can see it from pretty much anywhere. If you go, this building is tall and it's kind of towering. It tells you directions of different cities all over the world. Paris, kilometers, 27,600. London, Washington, 8,500 kilometers from here. Moscow, 960. Arctic, 5,200. Vladivostok, Russian easternmost city, 6,800 kilometers. Tokyo, 7,800. Beijing, 6,000 kilometers. Canberra, Australia, 14,000 kilometers. That's basically the other side of the globe. Delhi, 3,800. It's meager 3,800 kilometers. Cape Town, South Africa. Antarctica. Rio de Janeiro. Mexico, Madrid, Rome, and we did a circle way back to Paris and London. So you see, my friends, I am standing right here in the very center of the world, of the planet. Ta-da! So Gorky Park is right next to Rostov's busiest street, Grand Garden Street. Hang on. Oi. Struggling with the camera a little bit. Anyway, that's Vladimir Lenin right there. Not the best monument to Lenin I've ever seen. Lots of people taking strolls. You see, in 40 years, this place has changed a lot, but some things remain the same, intact. This is one of the things that's intact. It's Gorky Park. Used to be a real tree right behind it. Now there's fake something. Good afternoon from Germany. Lorna, Mommy, Robert, Bob, Harry. This is a tiny stream we're having today. 160 people. I'm seeing couples today. That's a pretty cool place. And this is the world famous Black Fox coffee shop. I don't know, first time I see this place. So is Rostov phenomenon gone? That's a good question. By the way, do you know what Rostov phenomena is? Anyone? This is NASCAR 500. Woo! He almost slammed into people crossing the street. Oh my God. Only in Russia. We have plenty of time, so I'm gonna take you up the street a little bit. Signal is much better here. Gorky Park is a trap for of the world. They disappear. "4 a.m. in New Zealand." Wow, you really did made an effort to wake up and watch the stream. Thank you so much. Hope it's not buffering anymore. Fantastic day, absolutely fantastic. Weather is perfect. It couldn't have been better. Just so good. Unfortunately, the mood is blue, but I guess it has nothing to do with the weather. 17:05 in the UK. Pretty cool. This is the city administration building. Also a very famous, very historic big building, an icon. You can Guy, we do have many boy racers. A lot of them are stupid and they just race through the city. If you want to race, go outside where there are very few people, but not here. Yet they race here. This is a pretty famous place. This is the chess corner. Look, in this particular place, the chess players come and they play chess. You see, that's like a regular crowd. They know everyone. They shake their hands. They place bets. Usually bets are not large, perhaps $5-10, and they play chess. I see they playing go-go. Sometimes they play domino. The chess corner. The smartest, the best chess player gets the money. Okay, this is Baikov. Okay, this is the guy, the mayor, late 1800s, basically built modern Rostov, the city builder. There was nothing here before him. And then he built infrastructural, he did infrastructure projects like running water, electricity, built church. He's definitely a customer, not a comrade. Local artists. Sometimes, well, I was gonna say on weekends. Well, this is weekend. By the way, usually there are bigger crowds here. Right here. Anyone? Brian, I know, I watched the movie, but that Gorky Park was actually Moscow's one. There's a Gorky Park in every Russian city. That's John Travolta. Local boys. Well, that's actually they're not. They're out of towners. They're probably from Chechnya or Dagestan. Gosh, Rostov is 1+ million city, but this is a small town, you know. There's not much to do. This is the biggest landmark, I think. The waterfront, Gorky Park, a couple more places, and that's it. Darn tourists. Yeah. This little side street is a walking promenade, and I'm gonna take you there. People jaywalking. The heck? Oh, they drunk. Couple characters, huh? Aren't they? Jeez. Bruce, they were beyond gopniks. They were like next level, not gopniks. I don't even know how to classify those guys. And this is the monument to Rostov plumber. Any plumbers out there? In Portland, Maine, there is a monument just like this one. Instead of a cat, the guy is holding a lobster. And he doesn't have a wrench. He's got like a lobster trap or something like that. In Rostov, the same guy sitting on a radiator. This is so funny. Taco lover, thank you so much. Cheers from Portland, Oregon. So happy summer has arrived. Yep. Anyway, keep on walking. The plan is I'm gonna take you to the Cathedral Square, which is right next to that cathedral, obviously. I'll try to get in, see if they have evening session. If not, well, hopefully I will. Walk around it a little bit, around the square, and then come back here, because this is... and I'd like to sit down outside. По-английски говорите? Понятно. На английском. Скажете что-нибудь? Давай.
My name is Masha.
What's your name?
My name is Masha. Maria.
Excellent. Anything else?
No.
That's it. Okay.
What is your name?
My name is Konstantin. Say hi to everyone.
My father, Galin.
I think they're plastered.
Анька, ну иди поговори.
Анька, давай ты
Давай, давай, Анька, ты же умеешь.
Не, ну шутки, конечно.
Давай.
Короче, будем что-нибудь делать. Ань, иди сюда.
Смотрите, стрим, все смотрят на вас сейчас.
Вау! Мы
Ну,
хэппи.
Ну что-нибудь скажите, а то вы такие, вау.
Супер.
Just like Rostov. Rostov forever.
You like Rostov? Rostov forever? Forever, okay.
Russia
Okay.
forever.
Russia forever, that's
Аня,
good.
давай. Не знаешь, что ли?
Я не знаю.
Может, по-русски сказать. У нас сегодня день встречи с выпускниками.
Школа или институт?
Институт.
So this is alumni meeting.
Биологии, академии.
All biologists.
Yes.
Генетики. Генетики.
They're doing genetics. Ну, что-то вы нахимичите сейчас, типа, вырастет с рогами, да? Слушайте, а вы все по специальности работаете? Нет. So they graduated the biologists and they're doing genetics and they actually genetics. Ну,
Еще раз вопрос. Repeat.
да я могу ответ дать, еще у меня вопрос.
Repeat.
Окей. Ну все, спасибо. Friendly bunch, famous now. You know, after I'm done streaming, I'm gonna grab the surfboard and I'm gonna go surfing.
В связи с тем, что у нас сегодня выпускной, можно нам это как-то скинуть, если дать номер телефона?
Я стримлю. Давайте давайте телефон ваш.
Давайте.
Дайте телефон. YouTube откройте кто-нибудь.
Номер можно написать?
Да, при чем тут номер? Вживую в Ютубе сейчас я вам покажу, посмотрите. Дайте. Да ладно, ну у кого-нибудь.
Вы вообще местный?
Да, я местный.
Ну,
Смотрите, я стримлю на канале, называется Inside Russia. Так что, ну, на YouTube заходите, там все вживую идет. So there are a couple coffee shops here so far. There's a pawn shop that is closed, a cosmetics store, an optic. Fobo, I actually know the owner quite well. Rostov is such a huge village. Everyone knows everyone. If you're born and grow up in the city and then you start doing business in the city, I swear to God, you know everyone. People are saying hi, I don't know why. Very unusual for... Не так. Я не себя снимаю. Вот сюда. Excellent. They seem friendly. Lorna, this place is called Stefan Burger. It's a chain of burger shops. And in one of the streams last year, I actually stopped by in this place, but a different location. And we had a burger, and I think this is the first time you asked me the question there. Is this table big enough for all of us? I tried this place called Keks, fantastic coffee. And you know what, that's probably gonna sit down after I'm done in about 40 minutes or so. They have there's a bakery inside. This is out of this world, okay? It only can compare to French bakeries in Paris that I've been to. Oh, that's so funny. Look, does this logo remind you of anything? Can you tell me right away? Try to turn that part, the left part, upside down. What will you see? That's the logo of the chain that opened in place of McDonald's. But that's just an independent sushi shop. This is the very heart of old Rostov. All the buildings here are 100 plus years old. This promenade is fairly new. It's been here for, I think, 7 years, that's it. Used to be just a road you could drive on. Rostov phenomena. Okay, if you don't know what Rostov phenomena is, I'm gonna tell you. I've noticed, I've did so many walking tours of Rostov, different parts of Rostov at different times. Like I said, a year ago, my channel was a bit different. I was just showing you a fun part of Russia. Non-political, you know, just enjoying the ride, basically, you know, the life, the ride of life. And I noticed that there are so many girls in Rostov who go in, like, they go in pairs, as if they're just like going out, going on a date or something. But it's instead of a boy and girl, it's girl and girl. Tons and tons of them. It seems like there are lots of beautiful girls there, but very few guys. I don't know if it's the case or not. Another place called To Drink Coffee. I also know the owner quite well. They sell Swiss watch, Longines, Omega, Cartier. Well, good luck with the customers, my friends. Not that great here, actually. The place called Keks I just passed, coffee is like 10 times better. And this place has 10 times more people, somehow. Perhaps it's because it's closer to the square, the cathedral square. You know, this place has come along, let me tell you. This used to be dirty. This entire area was filled with kiosks, like dirty old kiosks selling food, selling like small things like hats, souvenirs. 20 years ago, well, not 20, 30 years ago, like early 90s, this was a dump. And now it's absolutely wonderful. Wow, this city has come along, let me tell you. This is certainly the tourist spot. And of course it's a real cathedral. Pacific Rim. This is a cathedral. This is Grand Rostov Cathedral. The icon of Rostov-on-Don. You know, when you, for example, San Francisco, the icon of the city is Golden Gate Bridge, right? Los Angeles, Hollywood sign. New York, I don't know, used to be the Twin Towers. Now it's, let's say, Rockefeller Center. And Rostov, it's this building, right? It's widely recognized. So few people. I remember it used to be like the commerce center of the town. This huge bazaar all over, kiosks, and everyone was trying to organize space around in his or her own way, putting up shades, and oh my God, there was a circus. And now instead, we're having this. Why? Like, look, this place is so pretty. I mean, it was, you know, this is the result of probably a couple of decades of work to revive the city. And not just Rostov. Moscow is revived. Most large cities in Russia are revived. They're nice, they're clean, they're wonderful. Tell me why, oh why, 4 months ago, they had to fudge this all up. Because this is it. You're not gonna see anything like this anymore. This is like the high, the peak of Russia's glory, because it's gonna go down from here. Sorry, no political talk. It's just I'm freaking boiling inside every time I think about this. Taco lover, not so peaceful, but not the worst place in Russia, let's put it this way. I'll try to get inside of the cathedral, but most likely it's closed. This is a high priest of Orthodox Church of the past. High priest of Rostov region, province. This city is nice. And you know, generally cities in Russia are nice, you know, but this was before. Next year, it's gonna be after. We'll see what happens next year. You know what I'm gonna do next year from now? I am actually going to take you to this place. Okay, to see the difference. Not sure if it's gonna be late June, you know, perhaps sometimes in the summertime. We'll see how Russia evolves through time. This place right here, this is where all sale was going on. Rows and rows of kiosks. You could buy anything. You could buy any kind of food here. You could buy clothing, hats, shoes, very basic, cheap stuff, you know. Very cheap. Tons of trash everywhere, papers flying, that kind of stuff. Oh, now we can see what's not the same thing, but imagine that. See those guys right in front of me selling kind of like a fruit kiosk. But it's very neatly organized, it's very clean. Imagine hundreds of places like that throughout. And not just sitting outside, but in kiosks. That's how the place looked. There was no tile floor. There was just asphalt. Oh, beautiful. Can you hear that? Too bad I missed it. It's so funny, look. The tower clock is actually wrong. It's 7:22 and now it says 10:45. Crazy. Reminds me of Californian missions, but the missions are not, the towers at missions, they're not as high as far as I understand. By the way, you asked me of homeless, if there are any homeless in Rostov and in Russian cities. There are, but very few ones. The girls are doing selfies. Let me show you homeless and how they look like. See a lady and two guys are sitting there, homeless. Probably addicts or, you know, alcoholics. Most likely they have shelter someplace, but they don't work and they just hang out, you know. And you can tell that they are not well. But that's a very rare sight. You don't see any people like that here in Rostov. And this is the place, because they usually go and, you know, they sit in front of the entrance of the church and they beg for money all day long. And then they get the money and they drink. The Central Bazaar. I call it the Grand Bazaar, but if you translate from Russian, it'll literally be the Central Market or the Central Bazaar. Okay, the remnants of that old bazaar, old market, you know, there's actually nice looking shops. They're decent, you know, but the kiosks were tiny like that, and they were temporary constructions, you know. People would come in the morning with the huge rucksacks and they would actually build their kiosks, like large tents. Слушайте, а Собор до какого времени, не знаете? До 6? Closed. This road's brand new. You can buy fruits and veggies. Kind of a farmer's market. Not the best, not the best in Rostov. Local boys. So peaceful. What's wrong with you? Why aren't you trying to pick up a fight with me or anything, you know? This is not Rostov I know. Rostov I know when I was a kid. The city kept me, you know, kept me aware at any time. My head was always on a swivel. I knew what was going on around me at any time, all the times. And this is too relaxing. No one jumps on you. No one like tries to fist fight. No one tries to like rob you or anything. So this is a very historic site. This church was built before commies. But believe it or not, if you look through the fence, right there, there is actually a sand color building with a brown roof. That is the biggest Rostov's bazaar. Yep, the central market. The place is huge. I think I made a couple videos. I was buying fish there. I was buying meat once. Old videos. But anyway, that place is very old, very historic. Everything in Rostov was built around this church and that bazaar. And this is how Rostov was born. Or actually, where Rostov was born. Again, I'm back to the cathedral square. Can't believe how spotless this place looks. No trash, nothing. Trust me, this is unusual for Rostov. Used to be a very dirty city, even like 5 years ago when I lived here last time. That bus stop right there. Used to be tons of buses running. I don't know, not too much of a public transportation anymore. Perhaps more people have cars, but buses would go one after another, and I would jump on a bus right there, and it would bring me almost to my house. It was a 40-minute ride. I lived on the very outskirts of the city. Well, anyway, I did a live stream from my neighborhood, so to travel by, I don't remember, because that's a long ride. People seem non-aggressive, relaxed. There is a feeling like I'm getting when I'm walking around. I've been walking around today. Like everyone is realizing that they've been had. And they just like, oh, you know. Would you like to go and see Nintendo and Gorilla Zippo? That's a Nintendo, and that's the Gorilla Zippo. And that's a King Kong. Город, мой город. Locals call this place, by the way, Rostov-on-Don. Los Angeles. Well, it's more peaceful. I'm sorry, I haven't been reading comments because I've been it's difficult to walk and talk and read at the same time. I'm gonna sit down and have a coffee, or perhaps, if I'm lucky, I'm gonna have a non-alcoholic beer. But only if I'm lucky. No, coffee is fine. I don't want a beer. Oh, nice. I'm gonna spoil the photo shoot now. Нормально, не захватываю. Excellent. They know what's going on. Look, the girls photographing her. They know what's going on. They know I'm up to no good. They know something's up. They're smiling. Чуть вам не перебил фотосессию. That girl knew I was up to no good. John Wakamatsu, hey, great to have you. Just saw that you just joined. This place is too crowded for me. It used to be a decent about 10 years ago, but now I think it's become... It's really strange, but quality of shops go down with time here in Russia. It's really difficult for local restaurant owners to keep the quality stable for a long time. It's one of the most difficult things there are. You can start a decent project and with a great quality food, drinks, over time. Stray dog. That's a stray dog, isn't it? Unbelievable. А это не ваша собака? Понял вас. Natasha, if you're watching, give me a sign. Comment something. Another shot. Another shot. She also knows I'm up to no good. Keeps cutting. Okay. I think I know what the problem with lagging is, and let me just move away. Most likely will become better. Seems okay now. Well, I know what it is. I know. And it's actually a pretty sinister thing, and no jokes. Let me just sit down, I'll tell you why it's lagging. Rostov phenomena on every single corner. I am telling you. This is where my destination is. Keks. Keks in Russian, in English would be the cake. Добрый. Кофеек сделаете мне?
Конечно, какой-то.
Слушайте, а Wi-Fi случайно у вас тут есть?
Есть. Кекс называется, можете подключиться.
А пароль?
Пароль я вам не скажу, вы подключаетесь.
Я
через
вам не
номер
скажу про всю Одессу.
телефона.
А, не, я не подключусь, у меня стрим идет. Так я не подключусь. Ладно, давайте кофе. Ну, желательно хороший, вкусный.
Капучино, американо.
Cappuccino. Please forgive me my Italian friends, but I'm gonna get cappuccino that light in the evening. Капучино большой,
Большой.
без
Что-нибудь
сахара.
добавим?
Не,
У
ничего.
нас есть растительное молоко. Не хотите попробовать растительное?
Нет, растительное молоко я точно не хочу попробовать.
Хорошо, для вас большой капучино на классическом молоке без добавок, правильно? Что-нибудь еще из выпечки из десертов желаете?
Что?
Из выпечки из десертов желаете что-нибудь?
Выпечки из десертов, да, желаю. Сейчас, вы пока делайте, а я тут сейчас пожелаю. Ребята, а можно мне тут пожелать чего-нибудь? Окей. Now this is what they have. What should I guess? Oi, what should I get? These croissants are, they're out of this world. I've tried them before. I think I'm gonna get a croissant out of all that stuff. Так, я еще не решил. Вы погодите. Погодите. Секунду. Торт, рыжик и... Смотрите, мне торт, рыжик один и круассан с шоколадом.
Вы кушаете у нас или заказ с собой собрать?
Я кушаю у вас.
Карта кекса наша есть?
Нету.
Вы можете ее отсканировать по QR-коду и сделать.
Не нужно.
Накопительная оплата картой?
Оплата картой, да.
Пожалуйста, вы можете оплачивать.
This is how I pay.
Пожалуйста, ваш большой капучино готов, круассан с шоколадом. И девушка сейчас задаст вам тортик.
That's a MasterCard, by the way.
И ваш чек.
Спасибо. А куда мне садиться?
Вы можете присаживаться.
Не, я
на
лучше
любой
туда.
стол.
Подальше. Сейчас, подождите минутку. Я тут постою, не возражаете? А зачем мне вас снимать? Мало ли. Я себя лучше. Насчет... Фух, наснимался, все. Капец.
130 рублей. Что-нибудь еще для вас будет?
А всякие там вилочки, ложечки у вас?
Все за столиками, либо на стоечке позади вас в окна.
Опа. А тут не занято случайно? А водичка?
Да, и ягодки на выбор. Либо клубника, либо абрикос.
And now I'm back from outer space. Черт, упадет или не упадет? Да что ж такое? Ой. Вы не попадаете. I got a cake. Oh, shoot. There's nothing here. Девушка, салфетки всякие, там нет ничего.
Там вот черненькие лежат.
А, вот здесь. Окей, окей-доки. Окей-доки. Look, folks, I don't really see your comments you far from the screen. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna respond. I'm just gonna talk. Hope you can hear me well. Hope it's not buffering. Whew. Anyway, it's one of my most favorite places, coffee shops in the entire city of Rostov. This place is called Kerks. It's a pretty cool place actually. Coffee is fantastic. I don't know. If there was a coffee world championship, this place would be a contender. They make an insane coffee. I don't know where they get their beans from, but it's really good. Now I gotta tell you two things. First is I know why it buffers badly. I hope it's not buffering now, but once I get near a large number of people, it gets buffering. Never happened in Russia. In a large city like Moscow, Rostov, everything was always smoothly and fine because I'm on 4G LTE. Right after the start of this military operation, right? There was a talk among government officials to cut down the bandwidth of internet, mobile internet, to preserve equipment. I don't really know how it works, but that's what they said. You gotta cut down the bandwidth. It was a direct order to cell phone companies. Perhaps it's sort of government control, I don't know. Perhaps it's just they really meant to save on equipment so it is not used as much. But since I would say late March, we started, well, I would say early April in Moscow. I was in Uzbekistan, but Natasha was telling me that she started having problems with mobile internet. It just was much slower. All of a sudden it slowed down. And now we're kind of used to it. But here in Rostov, I have hard time streaming in many places. It buffers. And I think it buffers because there are so many people I get near a cafe or perhaps a spot where the signal not as strong. Never was a problem before, but now it is. So go figure. Oh, this coffee is so good. I'm gonna have half of cake. I'm not gonna finish because I don't need the whole cake. But this is so good. And I wanted to share another thing. If you noticed, lots of girls who walk around, they're very finely dressed, okay? They're like dressed out up to their heels, literally. And many girls have Botox injections in their lips. And the lips kind of look like duck lips. And it's in Russia, it's called duck lips. And it's considered very fashionable. It's considered very hip thing to do. And it's almost like an indicator if that you belong, you know. If you have this Botox duck lips pumped up with Botox, then you belong, you're cool, you know what I mean? So that's crazy. I don't like that. I like natural. The cake is out of this world. It's so good. Just too sweet. Otherwise, it's perfect. Should have just gotten one piece of cake, that's it. Bon appetit, by the way. A little too sweet. You hear that sound up in the air? That's the sound of YouTube striking me. I'm so used to doing live streams with Natasha. I think last 6 live streams we've done together that I miss her. This is not the best in the world, but it's, I think it's pretty close, somewhere up there. And this is like middle of nowhere, Russian south, you know, Rostov. I'm done with the cake. Ooh. Check this out, guys. I tried croissant here once, and it was really, really good. Yep. I'm gonna finish up eating, and I'm gonna bring my camera closer so I can see your comments. I see there are comments, but I cannot make up what they are from here. You can't see here, but it's actually liquid chocolate filled inside of croissant. Oh, it's so good. I'm sorry, but I must be making you hungry. I'm thinking of this. If I was anywhere in the world, anywhere, I don't know, Manhattan, Beverly Hills, West Palm Beach, Moscow, Paris, I probably wouldn't have had croissant and coffee that is better than this. It's pretty insane. So good. No, you know what? I've changed my mind. I'm not going to leave this croissant. I'm going to finish it up. Boy, people are not used to seeing people live streaming here. Everyone was kind of surprised, or it seemed to be surprised. much better. Folger's coffee. No, it's not. I don't really know what this coffee is, but the place is called The Cake, Kex. Where is Natasha today? Connie, she is not feeling well. Stomach ache and headache, so she opted out. She's staying home. Nothing serious. Pablo is banned. Okay. Lorna, good deal. What is the best way to send you an excellent Russian joke? Well, why don't you type it? Taco lover, yes and no. Perhaps you can find good coffee in any town in the world, but until recently, that wouldn't be Russia. There was no good coffee in Russia, believe it or not. I really suffered. The best coffee we had was McDonald's, believe it or not. That's true. Because Russia never had coffee culture. It started appearing about 10 years ago, and this coffee culture has built up over the years, over the last 10 years, and then now we having it. It's full blown, you know. Donald, thank you. I didn't see any comments, but I think you're all cursing at me for making you want to have a cup of coffee and a bagel, croissant, not a bagel. Michael, thank you so much. She will, hopefully she will feel fine tomorrow. Whew. A little hot after the coffee. What did cappuccino and pastries cost to you in rubles? I think it was around 500 rubles, around 10 bucks. 2 pieces of cake, well, 1 cake and 1 croissant and a cup of coffee, large cappuccino. Scott, tasty period, best coffee now. Oh, I highly doubt it. Well, first of all, McDonald's didn't have best coffee until recently. Way before, we didn't have any coffee shops, any decent coffee shops. When I came to Russia in 2004, there was one national chain. It was called Shokoladnitsa, like chocolatier, and that was it. And back then, McDonald's was good. But then, in the last 10 years, coffee shops, Russians kind of like started acquiring taste for coffee. And they started like, the more and more coffee shops started getting, like, opening up. And the thing is, there's a fierce competition among coffee shops because it's easy to open one, and there are many, many open coffee shops. John, thank you so much. 10 bucks, pay for your food. Thank you, appreciate it. Anyway, there are many coffee shops, tons of coffee shops. You just, this little tiny side street, and there are like 6 or 7, and they compete, and that's why coffee here is so good, because they try to win customers by serving them excellent coffee. That's exactly what I was talking yesterday about. Comrades versus customers. These are customers, okay? These are no comrades. Okay, Okie Egg, thank you so much, got your message. They better get used to it. $40. What? Shireen, I spent $40 on food for me and my 2 grandkids at McDonald's and Dairy Queen yesterday. So $40 is 2,400 rubles. 2 grandkids. Well, of course, you know, we don't have we have different incomes, different kinds of incomes, but in Russia you would spend for yourself and grandkids probably, you know, $10 at McDonald's and $5, $3 at the Dairy Queen, something like that. There's a super chat from Sigasco Gasco. Thank you so much. Sia, you're absolutely right. In this, I call this Rostov phenomenon. I see tons of girls, ladies, young, older, but no men. Men are probably inside drinking. That's where they are. And the women just stroll around and do their thing, you know. Do people live above these shops? The buildings are tall enough. Yes, these buildings are actually apartment blocks, but used to be apartments on the first floor here. But, you know, they redid the building, all these buildings, and this actually became very valuable commercial real estate. The apartments that were here were sold for lots of money. Donald Bourgeois, thank you for $10. Hello from Canada. Howdy, howdy. Thank you, Donald, for your super chat. Appreciate it. Taco lover, I get the message, thank you, but the thing is, if this is so expensive now, it means that you make so much more money than before, you know. Incredible. I compare with the money that I was making back 20 years back in Maine, and let me know, it wasn't much. It wasn't much at all. I certainly could not afford going out often and spending $50 here and there. Went through the Whataburger drive-through last week. Got a burger each for me and my wife, fries, 2 plain cheeseburgers, dogs, and that was $38. Wow. All right. Здравствуйте, добрый. Приятного аппетита. Здрасте. Is this so much month left? What? I don't understand that. Why is there so much month left at the end of my money? I don't understand, Amir, I'm sorry. I went to Las Vegas and food is very expensive, yeah. One of the best places I visited was International Breakfast Buffet in Bellagio, Las Vegas. Oh my gosh, it was, I think it was like, not breakfast, but brunch or perhaps lunch. It was out of this world. The food was so good. Different cuisines, oh my god. And it was $22 per person, not too bad. The year was, last time I was there, 2003. Amir, but how do people survive in the USA if the paychecks are not getting bigger, but prices are? I don't understand. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry. We pray for you every single stream. They're cutting back. It's sad. Steven, you're absolutely right. That's the only way to really compare the prices is to see what percentage of my income this cost. Let me tell you, I'm not gonna release the numbers of my income right now, but if I did not have any additional sources of income, like I do YouTube now, like Grease Gray sent me $10 right away, and that's basically courtesy of Grease Gray. I'm eating and drinking this. So if I didn't have any side income, I would come here and I would get a small coffee only, because I would be price conscious. And I have a very good job. I work as a business developer officer for a large company in a very imploding, slow, low market, but nevertheless, and still, I would be price cautious. First Saturday stream with no scooters in every corner. That's true. That's true, that's true. Going through the comments and reading them. Lifestyle change. Michael, acknowledge your message, Michael, we really pray so you get better. Christina S., welcome. You're never late to the party. Stakeouts are difficult for him. That's funny. Now the crowd is changing. It's getting darker. It's dusk. And I think I'm gonna take you up and down the street for 7 minutes each way, and then you'll see once the lights in the sky are lit, it's gonna be a different sight. Not used to read tiny letters on my telephone screen. I have like 30-inch monitor at my home with huge chat window usually when I do live streams every day. Much easier for me to read, but this is difficult. Elsha, I know about Amsterdam, Amsterdam is legend in the United States. How much is fuel these days in Russia? 185 per liter or per gallon? I assume it's per liter, right? How much is 185 per British pound? Could you please... Well, British pound is what? Time and a half of dollar, right? So it's $1.50 and $2.75 per liter, right? That's 110. 90 American cents for liter right now. No, a dollar. A dollar, perhaps a little over a $1.05 or something like that. Miss me, thank you for the super sticker, or super thanks. $20 in gas just to get to work. That's crazy. £1. Well, see ya. Gas right now is 55 rubles in Rostov per liter. John, enjoy your life, and getting old is no fun. I try to enjoy every single day that I live. The older I grow, the wiser I become, and more I value simple things like playing with my kids, hanging out with mom, Natasha. Simple pleasures. Pacific Rim, thank you so much. Prices are higher, but great opportunities is endless. Well, thank you so much for your message. It's such a relief for me to hear, because, I keep on hearing, look, things are not well, things are getting bad, things are getting worse in the United States, but expensive, okay, but as long as you can make more money, as long as there are more opportunities, that's what counts, Sigasko, the gas is cheap in Russia. Well, that's the only thing that we have more or less cheap. Everything else is not. Gosh, all the folks steal butter from supermarkets, okay? Horse? Did anyone see a horse? I saw a horse last stream. I remember times back in 1998 there was 90 cents per gallon in Maine of premium unleaded. $10.31 a gallon. $10.31. That is absolutely insanely crazy. I understand the prices are going up where you are, but trust me, prices, it's not everything, There are more important things in life than prices. It wasn't me talking. There are more important things in life than prices. You can navigate through prices. You can somehow adjust. You can work harder, work more, or work smarter. I don't know, but some things, for example, I am living in time and a place where I can't really change much, and certain things affecting me dearly, and I would opt for higher prices than this. Okay. Cheap oil in the tank. It stinks but works. Sylvia, thank you so much. This is a fantastic statement. Yes, I join you in this statement. John, health is priceless universally everywhere, but I wasn't really talking about health. Something else, but health is good also, you know. Oop. A few more minutes and I'm gonna get up and walk. So Lorna, mommy, I haven't seen Robert today, but I didn't look at the comments much. Lives are precious, yes. Lives are, indeed. Collect memories, not things. Well, things are also important. Without things and without money completely, it's really tough, okay? But in general, you're right. Have more memories and have lots of things, but more memories than things. Novosibirsk, Jack Kiryanov, hello there. Must be late in Novosibirsk right now. Angela, I live in England and can cycle most places to consider myself lucky. Did you hear that? That's a souped-up sports Porsche. Money doesn't make you happy. It just alleviates the things that shouldn't really matter. Sigasko, I don't understand what's alleviates. Alleviates the things. I like money. Money gives you freedom. Freedom to do whatever you want. Money earned, if money is earned by you, it means that people value what you do. It means you are happy to do what you like to do, you're good at, and you get paid handsomely. So there's nothing wrong with money. But it really does not make you happy. People do make you happy, not money. But without money, living without money can make you unhappy, that's for sure. Fast and Furious Rostov edition. Yeah, sometimes we have people like that. Yeah. Me too, I love money. It enables us to do things we love. It enables us to help people. It enables us to, I don't know, just to be who we want to be. Releases the pressures of stress, right, or stress. But it makes miserable comfortable. А можно вот это забрать? Благодарю. Спасибо. Ой. Спасибо. Hey, RW, thank you so much. Gas here, Georgia, USA, is 4 to 5 per gallon, $3.79. I like your thoughts on money. Good example. My wife comes to me and she says, this morning, she says, listen, I need to fix a tooth. There are two options. To go and do it cheaply, but the doctor is not that great. Or to do it, to make it expensively, but I know the doctor is fantastic, and the tooth will be like brand new. Now, if I didn't have money, I would have said, honey, let's do it the cheaper way, okay? But fortunately I do, and I said, of course, go ahead and get the best service, right? And it means she's gonna be in less pain, and she's gonna have a better job done on her tooth. What's wrong with having money? Okay, I don't steal, I don't work for the government, you know. I'm truth to myself. I do good job and I get paid for it, okay? And I don't find anything wrong with that. Another example, I get lots of super chats, right? And they allow me to basically not to worry about the food price hikes here in Russia and help other people. For example, that guy Yevgeny, he was playing bayan accordion, right? I sent him like a couple weeks ago. I sent him $500 as a just you know, a goodwill gesture. If I didn't have money, I would not be able to do that. Okay. What's wrong with having money? Just tell me. I think in many ways, this is how God works through people, by sending them money so they can do things that are needed to be done, okay? Let's talk about white painted tree. Dirk, if I had a snowball right now and I could throw it to you, I would. All right, let's walk around. One of these days I'm gonna make a video on how I like money and how I hated growing up being poor. So this is where I was sitting. I'm gonna show you a wider look at the place. You see all the signs are on. Kicks. Very stylish. I like the place. I was sitting right there. Gorky Park lights are on, and the lights, skylights above us should be on at any time. It's gonna transform the place so much. It's still light out, but it's not daytime anymore. So Lorna, Mommy, Robert, Harry, Bob, I'm gonna probably another 20 minutes or so. I'm not gonna go for long. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a stroll back to the cathedral square. We will see how the crowd has changed and how the places have changed. You know, and then I'm gonna go back to Gorky Park and see how it's transformed at night. This is a different crowd now. You see, it's like Saturday night. People came out to stroll, go out. Lots of younger people, young adults, you know. When I was younger, I would go out and meet girls, you know, but I guess people boys don't meet girls on streets anymore. Local boys to the left, looking at me suspiciously. Guy speaking English. Okay. Let's go. Place looks so much better now when the lights are on. More, it's not more stylish, but it's like more attractive. I know, Amir. Look at that American tourist, dumb, speaking to the cell phone. That's probably what they think of me. But actually, I'm so used. I don't really care anymore. But doing the first streams was really, really strange experience, you know? Because the lady right behind me goes out loud, "The idiot!" I think that's towards me. Perhaps not towards me. Old babushka. Anyway, at first it was awkward very awkward. But then I kind of grew into it and it doesn't bother. I can film anywhere. At a supermarket, at a crowded place, at a restaurant. Oh. It's too bad that the cathedral isn't lit up. This is really are staring at me, all of them. This is very weird feeling. It's like I'm feeling I'm on the spot. You see, the lights should be on now because it's already dark enough. One. Right there. Must be absolutely beautiful. Okay, now it's gonna get even weirder because I walk back and forth. Yeah. Now see what happens. Did you see the boys were looking at me like, what the hell is going on? But I don't really feel any aggression coming towards me from people. It's more like, it's very unusual. Their demeanor, their looks, they're like, what is going on? Gosh, I can't believe the lights are not on yet. Oh. Rrr. Street food, Russian taco. Слушайте, а можете сделать тако или... О, у вас есть фахитос. Тако или буррито? Нету? А есть фахитос?
Есть фахитос, есть гира, есть шаурма, черная, белая.
Не, вот, фахитос. Нельзя?
Платно.
Платно? Вы мне заплатите? Ну, смотрите, дорого, дорого.
Это наоборот.
And now look, the magic is on. There you go, finally. Да. There is no way I'm going back to show you the square. It's looking lovely, but not as grande as I thought it would, actually. Still pretty cool. Reminds me Nikolskaya Street in Moscow, the walking promenade, the most touristic place in the entire Moscow. Well, this is a cool place called Fish Market. Oh, interesting. Interesting. They have oysters in there and everything, you know. Looks very upscale. See if I can Zoom in a little bit. No, no Mexican food. Russia lacks Mexican and Chinese. Everything else you can find in Russia. Even Vietnamese, even Thai food, anything, but Mexican or Chinese. Chinese here and there, but again, there are no Chinese people here in Russia, at least in the European part of Russia. But Mexican, no. Church is not lit up. Приятного аппетита. Я не снимаю ничего, я делаю лайвстрим. Вот, смотрите.
Лайвстрим? Вау.
Да.
А кто смотрит?
Люди.
Здравствуйте.
Только по-английски можете?
Hello. My name is Tatiana.
Tatiana.
My surname is Черниакова.
Excellent. Well, no such personal details. Anything else? How's your ice cream?
My ice cream very nice.
Very nice.
А
Okay.
English very... Нет, не good, подожди, very bad.
Bad. So is it good or bad? Your English is good or bad? Да, вот. Что? Что? Ну, good or bad?
Bad.
English is bad. Okay.
Калайсон. Что еще? На каких языках?
А кто смотрит? Что это такое? Расскажите.
Ну, люди.
Люди?
Да,
Да, мы видели, что вы там...
видно, все хорошо. Да.
Прикольно. Прикольно.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Let's go.
Where? I don't want to go anywhere with you. Вы сказали, let's go. Это значит, ну что, пошли? Oh, you go. You're four of you. You speak English? Would you like to say something? They all speak English. My God. What are you doing here? You're local, right?
Блин, а как жена будет? Вот это... You are married.
I'm married too. I'm not trying to pick you up. I'm just asking. I'm walking around Rostov and speaking to locals.
И все. Все нормально. Я пытаюсь вспомнить песни Cardi B, чтобы зачитать.
Вы знаете что? Вы спойте что-нибудь по-английски. Да.
Моя любимая Рауф Файк, Австралия, которую я на ломаном английском.
Да, давайте. Сейчас. Микрофон, да? Да.
А что надо делать?
Ближе к себе.
300 человек.
Ближе? Вот так? Do you have a way to stake? I don't wanna fool my way. I don't wanna gonna baby stand, you know. Hey, nobody gonna say the truth. It's over. Ollah, I love you. Австралия, Австралия.
Anyone from Australia here?
Я не понимаю. Так, подожди, ну что, вы меня сбили, там я все припевы знала.
Еще.
Подожди,
Давайте,
сейчас.
давайте. Чем больше, тем
Don't lie me, everybody should help inside me. Ну все, я достаточно опозорилась, спасибо большое.
Это было очень круто. Спасибо. Thank you.
До свидания.
До свидания. Давайте, друзья, станьте популярными. You know, that was actually, it's pretty cool. Volsky across the river from Volgograd did have a Mexican food stand called Hot Peppers, which served tamales, tacos. Wow! Owner was Mexican national with a visa for this. Brianna, thanks for the super chat. Perhaps they were Mexican places in the rich years, 10 years ago, but none left. Even though Volgograd is over a million people city, right? And there's just one Mexican food stand. The girls were fun. They were not terribly shy, you know. One of them was like, she jumped at me like, "Oh, I'm married. Like, I'm not, me too. Now, I see more couples. Probably people go out on dates. This is about 8:36 p.m. I am walking towards those lights right there. This place kind of reminds me of Tashkent a little bit. Some parts, a couple parts of Tashkent where I went. Walking promenade like this one. Remember they had the boxing machines everywhere in every corner. And everyone punched a huge boxing bag. That girl out loud goes, "Oh, let's look for boys." That's so funny. Yeah, smiling Russians. This is a Vietnamese place called, I think it's called Pho, and a good friend of us owns this place, and he complained a couple of weeks ago that if someone orders a Vietnamese soup Pho, a large bowl, that he loses money every time someone orders, because the supplies have risen in price so much that it costs more to make than he sells for. So he asks waiters not to promote and talk people out of ordering Pho, instead sell them something else. And he cannot go up in price because the prices would be absolutely ridiculous then. Fantastic, see fantastic trees right here. Greenery. Local boy had a little bit to drink. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, you know, Saturday afternoon. You cannot buy booze at the stores tomorrow. All day tomorrow, starting today at midnight. Oh no, I'm sorry, today's the 25th. Starting today because it's a prom day and a prom night tomorrow. Or is this a prom night tonight? Osaka, Japanese place. This is a very fashionable crowd here. Must be a fancy place. The fancy crowd. Scooters. Scooters. That's how they appear, dropped off from a van. Fully charged. Black Fox again. Used to be such a dangerous place at night. Late 80s and early 90s, you literally could not walk in there and come out on the other side uneventfully. Okay, someone would come to you, would take away your money, you'd get beaten. Just the Gorky Park was notorious for being a pretty bad place after dark. Now it's perfectly safe. Well, my friends, I think it's time to go. It's been a pretty cool but a little sad stream. Natasha isn't here. I'm generally kind of feeling blue. But that was a good coffee, excellent coffee. It was great croissant. Cake was really good. People are out, but crowd, I would say crowd are small. Used to be much better on a lovely Saturday evening, early evening. Nice weather, it's not too hot, certainly not cold. It's comfortable 70 degrees right now. It's at 71 Fahrenheit, about 20, 21 Celsius. Safe, nice, slow vacation time. Overall, what's going on in Russia is no one really understands that well. People trying to guess what's gonna happen. Everyone's stressed. Everyone is not feeling confident. Everyone expects the worst. Well, not everyone, but lots of people. A lot. I shouldn't generalize. I'm doing, I guess, same as everyone. I am very saddened. And I think the sadness has gotten into me because I cannot go, even when I try, I cannot go back to normal. I cannot cheer. I cannot laugh. Okay, I laugh. It takes so much harder for me to make me laugh. Well, anyway, there's not so much we can do about that. Not much we can do about that. Just taking it day by day, really. Thank you for coming along with me. Thanks for looking at Rostov. Thank you for joining. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for coffee and croissant. Fantastic. I'm gonna have a message tomorrow, and I think it's gonna be a pretty interesting. It's pretty strong too. So I will see you tomorrow. You are absolutely awesome, and you all rock. Moderators, Lorna, Mommy, Robert. I haven't seen Robert today. Harry, Bob, Pinball. I haven't seen Pinball here in quite a while. He's busy with his channel. Thank you so much for showing up and helping me out. Thank you. Don't give up your faith. Never. I'm not giving up my faith. I keep on praying. I keep on showing up every day. I keep on making videos. Haven't done a video in a long time, and it's really hard for me to pick up a camera and actually film. Other than live stream, perhaps it's just overall feeling. Perhaps it's a burnout. I don't know, but you know. So I'm not giving up. You will see me tomorrow and day after tomorrow and for the rest of the week. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Love you all. Bye bye.